how he's grown this, comedy club, and also this new Max original series. So I'm excited to welcome Chris Mazzilli to the show, owner of Comedy Club. And also, we're going to talk about Max's original series, Downey Dream Cars. How are you, Chris? Thanks for stopping by.
Great. Thanks, Neil. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
So tell me this whole journey as an entrepreneur, man. I'm an entrepreneur. It's a process. It's a roller coaster, and you never know where we're going.
Yeah, you're right about that. So for me, it started when I was a kid. My father actually had a supermarket in town. He didn't want to be in that business. He actually wanted to be in the car business. Unfortunately, his father passed very young, and he was thrust into the family business, and he never liked it. And I'll never forget. I was about 14 years old. We were packing out apples together, and he said, "Son, listen to your father. Figure out what you love to do in life and find a way to make money at it." And it always stuck with me. So I kind of followed that path. So, I own this great restoration shop called Dream Car Restorations on Long Island. And then I have the comedy club, Gotham Comedy Club. There are two things that I love. And I never feel like, oh, I got to go to work. I love to go to work. I can't wait to get to work.
Right.
I love what I do.
See, that's the thing. When you talk entrepreneurship, if you truly are meant to be an entrepreneur, it doesn't feel like work. We could do as many hours as possible, but we had to go to work for somebody else for 8 hours. We want to kill them.
That's right. That's right. You're right. And then, kind of the producing stuff came as an offshoot from the comedy club. And I've got to work with some amazing people and do some really, cool shows. I did a series with Michelle Rodriguez, years back for Yahoo called Riding Shotgun with Michelle Rodriguez. I did a series on History Channel called The Lost Corvettes. And now, the series of RDJ for Max, Downey's Dream Cars, which was just awesome. I mean, working with Robert was an absolute dream. Great guy, just awesome on the set, involved in every aspect of modifying these cars. And, the coolest thing about this series and the cars that we modified is they're all being given away to sweepstakes. If you go to rdjdreamcars.com, you can enter to win one of the last two cars, and they're two of the coolest. One's a 65 Corvette, and one's a 72 VW bus.
Oh, wow. So you're interacting the fans to watching the show, which is a smart idea.
Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of weird how the whole thing came together. We had built a really cool 73 Ford Bronco for a guy named Jay Peterson. He was driving it out in the Hamptons, ran into a buddy of his who happened to be Robert's producing partner. That guy said to Jay, "Oh my God, who built this thing?" Would he talk to Robert about modifying his cars? Jay said, "Yeah, I'll connect you with Chris Mazzilli," not knowing that I knew Robert. We had met, over the years. So that's how the whole thing kind of came together. And Robert's like, "Mazzilli, I didn't even know you modified these cars. And could you help me with this? Because I want to sell these cars to fund my charity, Footprint Coalition." So I said, "Yeah," I said, "I could definitely help you. I think you should probably do a sweepstakes because you'll raise more money that way. And we should do a TV series support what we're doing. I think people will really be interested to watch these types of builds." So, we got lucky. We did a deal actually at the time with Discovery Channel, and then it became Warner's Discovery. And crazy thing is the show is actually nominated for two daytime Emmys now, best lifestyle program and sound editing. But it was awesome. It was really a lot of fun making the show and building the cars.
It sounds like it. I mean, and this is it. You created your passion in your two businesses, and now you're fitting them all together into entertainment and cars all in one, and being able to do that.
True.
That's
Yep. You're right.
that's and being making it a way that people that love these vintage cars will want to be interacting with it. And what's next? You can really kind of expand upon this, couldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, it's like there are a lot of people who want to keep their car stock, and we do restorations like that. But there are a lot of people who want the modern conveniences and not have to worry about a car breaking down. So these builds that we do now with these modern engines and these modern chassis, they're incredible. They're really works of art. We're probably doing 6 or 7 of them in the shop right now. We buy a lot of the chassis from this place called Art Morrison, and they're fantastic. And these cars, they have the cool retro look, but they have all the modern conveniences and handle like a newer car and get, they're very efficient, whether we're doing electric or,
Right.
modern internal combustion. The gas mileage is 3 times what they used to get back in the day. and the horsepower is 2 or 3 times more. So,
Wow.
you're benefiting in every way.
Any other vintage cars that you'd like to do? So, for example, one of my girlfriend's friends' husband has a DeLorean, and it was an interesting conversation trying to get it restored here in Pittsburgh and getting so it's drivable and all those different things. It's a process in it for these some of these kind of vintage cars.
It is, and a lot of it is trial and error because a lot of this, especially like modifying to electric, a lot of these cars haven't been done before, so you're kind of learning on the fly. And we were doing the shows for the TV show. We had to build 6 cars in 18 months. Normally, it would take 2 years to do one of these. So we farmed some of the work out to other shops, but there was a lot of trial and error, and it's becoming more of a regular thing. But we're going back 3 years ago when a lot of this stuff was kind of new. People weren't really converting a lot of cars to electric, but it's happening more and more now.
And that's going to be a great way to save money when you're driving that car around. And also, it's going to restore it longer, right? Once by converting it to electric.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I think these modern builds, it's good all around for everybody.
It totally is, Chris. And what are your ultimate goals? What you're doing? Do you have other dream aspirations after this project?
You know what? Just building cool cars. I mean, if more TV stuff comes our way, great. But we have a great crew out there. The shop is awesome. We actually just moved to a new facility. Our website, cmcdreamcars.com. People can find out more about us there. But yeah, I like what we're doing. I like the direction that we're heading in. And some of these resto mods, they're unbelievable. And the customers actually push us to go further and further with the modifications, and we're happy to do it.
How are you able to juggle both the comedy club and also the restoration company as well? How do you go back and forth?
A lot of driving, yeah. But look, I love them both, so it's fun.
Right. And that's the thing. If you're not having fun doing what you're doing, find something else. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. Listen, we only go around once. We have one life. Why be in a job where you're miserable? I know it's hard to leave, but wouldn't you feel better every day going to a place that you love to go to, as opposed to going like, I gotta go to work? I never feel that way. I can't wait to get to work.
Right. It's like, let's just go. Let's get in the zone. And that's the key thing. And what I do in my digital agency, and then also the podcasting, radio, and TV, it's like, and coach clients, and just always constantly enjoying what I'm doing and learning. It's fun. When it's not fun, you got to get the heck out of it. And a lot of people try to create things just saying, hey, this is going to make me a lot of money, but you're not going to be happy, and you probably won't
but
make
you
that
know what?
Go
That's the wrong goal. Making a lot of money, being happy is the goal, because the money comes. If you love what you do, you will excel at that. Money is the wrong goal.
I agree, Chris. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it, sir.
No problem. Thanks so much. Great talking
You're
to you.
welcome. You're listening, watching the Neil Haley Show.